Yeah, we should be chilling. All right. Well, episode 11.
Is it 11?
Yeah.
I feel like I always ask in the beginning if it actually is. Today is October...
The 8th, right?
9th.
The 9th. Yeah, it's the 9th. It's Wednesday. Oof. Things have been going on around the league.
So we got playoff baseball, preseason basketball, NHL has officially started back up.
Mm-hmm. NFL still.
And football.
Yeah.
So we got everything going on right now.
I think it's not too much to say about the NFL unless you want to go into talking about each of the teams and how they're playing. Mm-hmm. More injuries.
I would like to hear your input on the Browns after what happened Monday night.
I don't know, man. The Browns are kind of like up in the air at this point. They were obviously very much overrated, and I think a lot of people were just in it for the hype versus actually believing the Browns could win it or at least make it to the playoffs because they were the favorites going into the season, right? Or one of the favorites.
They're favored to win their division. I don't think there was much else besides that. Now, they don't have an insane division, so...
Yeah, we'll still see how they do. They only have, 3 wins, 2 wins?
They're 3-3.
Yeah.
So my only thing, I feel like they looked really good on paper, so that's why a lot of people kind of hopped onto that train.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, to be blown out 31-3 in your Monday night game, that is not a good look for Baker. That's not a good look for the Browns.
Yeah, everybody is definitely talking about how overrated everybody is.
I don't know if they're going to keep their eye on Freddie Gibbs now and kind of because he's definitely trying to be a player coach, which I get.
I don't know, man.
With that many attitudes in the locker room, but they definitely need to. Look at the week they ran their offense through Chubbs. They dominated.
Yeah.
So you think they found their answer, and they very clearly didn't after Monday night because it was a very one-sided football game.
I didn't have much else to say about this week. The Seahawks played very well. Russell Wilson has been on a MVP run again. I hope this year he finally wins one again.
Chiefs lost.
Yeah.
To the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
That was surprising. Only 2 undefeated teams, I think, are still
Patriots
and the Niners.
Mm-hmm.
Patriots haven't really played anyone, so
we'll see how that goes for sure.
Yeah.
What else is going on? Preseason basketball.
From what I've seen so far, I mean, that first night you watched the Lakers. I don't want to use the word blowout, but they beat the Warriors by 20. Again, it's preseason basketball. Nothing I'm really
worried about. Or, even taking...
AD looks good. He looked healthy. Him and LeBron definitely put some time in the offseason together.
I actually think from what the media is talking about that AD's honestly being kind of underrated going into the season.
I think AD is a very underrated player.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But
there was somebody that said yesterday or 2 days ago that a prime Dwight Howard is better than Anthony Davis.
Wow.
And I can't even fathom that at any point in Anthony Davis's career.
Don't get me wrong. Dwight Howard used to hoop, but Dwight Howard...
Not like that.
Dwight Howard played in the league 10 years later than he should have.
Yeah.
If he played 10 years previous, he would have moved. But AD can kind of do a little bit of everything.
Dwight Howard was a Shaq-type player.
Yeah,
but
that's why I say if he had played 10 years previous.
Shaq wasn't any less mobile or quick in the paint, even weighing. I would say Shaq probably weighed at least another 80 pounds more than Dwight did, for sure.
Mm-hmm. To take away from that game, LeBron looked good, AD looked good. They definitely put some time in.
Yeah, I would say so.
And then...
I don't know about any other games. Just the Ben Simmons
Zion,
stuff.
You got to see a little bit of Zion.
Actually, that was really cool, watching Zion play.
The only thing I'm going to say to that is that his body isn't built for the way he's moving. So he's either going to need to trim some weight or...
Yeah,
that team's going to be very fast this year.
For
you
sure.
have a lot of very fast people on that team.
I agree, and that was kind of the big question even going into the offseason after the draft was, can he cut down for the NBA? I feel like he's honestly he's cut down, but he's put on more muscle for sure.
With his official height, he's an inch taller than an inch shorter than we all thought, so that just makes the extra weight look, I don't want to say even worse, but
LeBron was pretty thin when he came into the league.
LeBron was little.
Yeah, I mean, LeBron
was a kid.
Yeah, but like you have, I think Zion weighs what, like
285. He's the heaviest player in the league. The heaviest.
Really?
Think about that. Think about some of the bigs in the league.
Because LeBron, up in like even 2 years ago, was at his biggest. He's like 235.
Yeah, LeBron's 235, shredded with muscle.
Yeah, so
Zion is a 19-year-old who is 285.
Yeah,
he's the heaviest player in the league.
Yeah, it's crazy. Heavier than like Boban. Like
that's
wild.
And Boban
no, for sure. 7'6" or 7'4", whatever that is. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But I mean, to move off that.
Well, actually, one thing with that was the whole Hong Kong situation. If you've been hearing about that at all,
I have not. So I'd be curious to hear.
Well, it's just like the situation is
another
the Hong Kong government is very much controlling over the people, and there's a lot of protests going on right now that they're asking for more freedom, and they're protesting for like pro-freedom. And the NBA is like backing off of the protesters, and they're supporting the Hong Kong government, and it's like a whole big issue in the league right now where like the NBA is getting involved in this political disagreement by because they've been having a lot of Chinese teams playing in the NBA, and there was supposed to be a game over there.
I just read somewhere that China pulled from a game after Adam Silver defended the Rockets general manager, but I don't know what he said on the situation, so I'm not... I meant to look it up, but I was at work, so I just didn't get around to it.
I thought people were upset that he didn't pull out of a game, but I'm not sure. I could be way wrong. He might have pulled out.
I feel like that's a very non-sports related thing. So the NBA's stance should be very standstill and very non-opinionated.
Yeah. No, I agree.
It should pretty much be like, we're here to play basketball. We're here to incorporate your teams into the league. Not the league, but into preseason. So
that's interesting.
That'll be interesting because you do see a lot. You're seeing a lot of China teams. Houston played them. Philly played another one last night.
Yeah.
To go off that, Ben Simmons finally decided to pull
Rockets.
up.
Did you say the Rockets already?
Yeah, Houston. I guess while we're still talking about NBA, we can kind of do like a very, very, I guess, pre-regular season predictions for like MVP and all that.
I would say list your, out of everything, I would say list your MVP, most improved player.
6-man, rookie of the year.
And then defensive player of the year, maybe?
Defensive player of the year. MVP. I think it's gonna be a real big race this year for the first time. I don't think it's just gonna be two guys kind of racing. I think it's gonna be like
that's how it was last year too, to be honest.
This past year? No, it was James Harden and Giannis all year. Paul George was in there for a sprinkle, but everyone knew at the very end of the season.
Kawhi was in there too, though.
No, he wasn't. Never. It was James Harden or Giannis.
Yeah.
All year. And the year before it was...
Maybe I'm thinking about the year before.
So, I mean, I would say front runners are probably like Harden, obviously, Giannis. I think AD is kind of going to try and prove a lot this year. I would say LeBron, but I think he's going to
focus more on winning this season versus...
I don't think he's going to regress as a player. I think he's going to share the ball more. Like, I think you're going to see his rebounds go down and his assists go up. Because he's going to try and facilitate a lot more and get all the other offensive pieces they picked up involved, of course. So I would say probably like Anthony Davis, Giannis, James Harden,
Paul George,
Kawhi, all those.
I mean, that's pretty much everybody, but who do you think was going to win it? Because you're just listing off people that are probably going to be in the running.
I think Anthony Davis will probably win MVP.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
Because I think he's going to kind of go into it with the most. But then again, like, I think James Harden believes out of the last 3 years, he's been snubbed twice. So I think it's going to be a very
I think this year I don't think we'll see another Giannis MVP campaign, but I think they'll make the playoffs for sure. Obviously,
I think Giannis is a great player, but he just needs to develop a little bit more. I mean, the man won MVP without a jump shot.
Yeah,
so
I would agree that the Anthony Davis prediction for the MVP next year would probably be most likely to happen.
Do I want to see that. To do.
I really want to see him win MVP for sure. I want to see the Lakers be successful.
Most improved. I'm going to go out. I have one name and one name only. I'm going to say Lonzo.
Yeah.
Just because I think he is really trying to rebrand his whole self in New Orleans because he has the chance to.
Mm-hmm.
He's away from his dad. He's almost across the country. He's, there's a lot of stuff that's just gone now.
I'm going to go out on a limb for the most improved player, and I'm probably going to say, I mean, in an ideal situation, you see Luka becoming a star forward in the league. I mean, he was averaging, 24 points a game last year?
So how can you improve?
Yeah,
how do you win most improved from that?
You compete for the scoring title as a second-year sophomore while averaging 8 to 10 rebounds a game and 4 or 5 assists a game.
He's not getting 8 to 10 rebounds with Porzingis back on the court?
He might, because now Porzingis is going to be the only worry in the paint. He's going to be everybody's target next season.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
I think with Porzingis drawing attention away from everybody on the court, that opens up a lot of space for Luka, and that's why Klay Thompson is so successful, is because he can shoot and create his own shot, but it's a lot more helpful when he's not the main focus on the floor.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's when he'll surprise you the most. And
so that's kind of like how it would work with Luka.
Yeah.
Same type of way.
I like your thought process. I just think it's going to be
very
hard to secure that when you've averaged.
Totally agree. That's why I'm going out on a limb and saying it. So Rookie of the year.
Rookie of the year. I feel like, honestly, I have not heard a lot of people counting Zion in as like a shoo-in to win Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's a shoo-in, but I mean, he's very good.
Which is crazy to me because I feel like he was the most
NBA ready.
Not NBA ready, but most hyped in a long time. He had all the media buzzing around him.
I mean, Lonzo was pretty hyped too.
Yeah, but Zion was like you saw those those Duke game
totally
tickets
get that.
were going for
I totally get it.
Thousands, and just to like have that much hype around a number 1 overall pick. Teams tanked this year in hopes that they were getting the number 1 pick for this kid.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But
who do you think would win Rookie of the Year if not him? I mean, or do you think it's going to be him?
If it's not him, I'm going to say either Cam Reddish on the Hawks, because I feel like he's going to be in a system that allows him to shine, because the Hawks really don't have a lot. I think RJ has potential. This was a pretty good rookie class, to be honest.
I mean, I was going to say RJ or probably Tyler Hero on the Heat.
You got to remember, Nuggets boy is coming back too.
Is he a rookie though?
Yeah, Ben Simmons won it in his second year.
Oh, you're talking about
Michael Porter Jr.?
Yeah, Michael Porter.
Yeah.
No, if I guess if we're talking about the Ben Simmons situation, I would say Michael Porter's probably.
He'll be considered a rookie.
Yeah, for sure. He's up there. He has an NBA ready body too, and he can score.
Yeah, like I said, I talked to you about my thoughts on that step back last night. It looks very jagged.
Yeah.
But he's gone almost 2 full years without playing the game of basketball.
Well, I mean, he's made it into the NBA with that, So
but that's thinking about that. That's crazy. This man got into the NBA and was picked like 13th, I think.
Well, yeah, he's good.
Off his high school reputation.
I mean, so was
and
Kyrie.
A little bit of college.
So was Kyrie.
But Kyrie balled at Duke.
So did Michael Porter Jr., bro.
He didn't play for Duke.
Well, he played for Michigan State. They're good.
Name me one other player besides Draymond Green that you know came out of Michigan State.
No. I could definitely name one if I was thinking about it. Thinking of big men.
Case point made.
I'm sure there's a list of them. I just don't know them off the top of my head.
Technically, yeah, with Kyrie. Just have your high school. But Kyrie went first. And Kyrie balled at Duke.
But was his draft class anything crazy is the question.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think that was when point guard started becoming such a priority, and we started leaning away from the big man game, and that's when Kyrie went first because it was a point guard driven league at the time, and still is.
6-man. I'd be dead if I'd say anyone besides Lou Williams.
Yeah, I don't know enough about the league rotations to who are going to be all the 6-mans for the team this year. So I mean, the Nuggets had a solid 6-man, and whoever they had last year, whatever his name was, I can't remember.
What was his name? I mean, even
the Nuggets. Oh yeah, I just said the Nuggets.
Pascal Siakam started as a 6-man, and then
the Pacers have a really good 6-man.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't even remember his name either. But they had a no. He's like a tall blonde kid.
Sabonis
might have been. I think maybe.
I think it is. Yeah. But regardless, I get what you mean. So, for right now, I'll definitely say Lou, just because he's going to be the 6-man. The Clippers are going to do well this year. So
defensive player. I mean, I would like to see. I've always wanted to see in my lifetime somebody win Defensive Player of the Year and MVP, so I'd like to say Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis, I would say, is the front runner. Him.
But then again, at the same time, you could say Giannis will be up there, Paul George will be up there.
Yeah.
I mean, Patrick Beverley kind of made it his case. I was just going to say
it'd be really, really interesting to see a little guy like Patrick Beverley win Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and I want to see that
because he's a dog up top.
Oh yeah, he's always been one in his career. I mean, I would say my Defensive Player of the Year. I would like to see Anthony Davis, but there's definitely going to be other guys up there.
I would say I would like to see Patrick Beverley the most, just because it's something very, very different, I guess. So I think that'll be. NBA is definitely going to be very good. Opening night is the 22nd, I believe.
Something like that, yeah. All right, NHL.
As most of you know, hockey is back and brewing.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Let's see here. I'm trying to think about hockey. I'm trying to
think. At least the game last night between the Boston Bruins and the.
Was that the first game you watched this season?
Las Vegas Golden Knights. I didn't even watch the whole thing, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I would say early on, those are two very dominant teams with two very good goalkeepers and good depth.
Yeah.
You could see them making deep playoff runs.
I think it's like the top 3 for favorites to win the title are the Maple Leafs, Bruins, the Knights, in that order. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, yeah. That was the betting favorites.
Who's won?
The Maple Leafs.
Maple Leafs.
I'm pretty positive.
Series in 18 years?
Yeah. Well, we'll see, man. I don't know.
NHL, the video game, did a simulation of the season. It was the Bruins and the Knights in the Stanley Cup. Bruins won in 6.
I would really like to see that. I don't like that game last night was a really good game.
That would be obviously ideal for me.
It'd be fine with me too, to be honest.
Coming from Boston and now living out here, but Blues will still look good. They were very good last year. Hurricanes were good until they got into the playoffs. Pierce, if you're watching this, your Blackhawks suck. They always will suck.
Yeah. Lightning. No. It wasn't the Maple Leafs. It was.
It can't be.
It was the Tampa? Lightning, the Bruins, the Knights, and then the Maple Leafs. That's
Washington,
what it was.
Pittsburgh. That's like my favorite thing about the sport of hockey is that it is usually 2 different teams every single year.
Yeah.
Because just anything can happen. It's a long season. And
I think all the divisions
Tampa
this year.
last year had the best record at the end of the year, and they got swept in the first round. So.
Yeah, I think all the divisions this year are pretty deep. Like, to keep it honest with you, so going down to the
Sharks
Pacific.
are 0-4.
Yeah. It's going to be rough for the Sharks for whatever reason. They're just making it harder on themselves. For the Pacific Division, I mean, the Oilers, as it pains me to say it, I think this will be the first year that they get close to making the playoffs in a long time.
They got good young talent. They just need to learn how to develop it.
Yeah, but I mean, between the Golden Knights, the Flames, the Oilers, and then maybe even the Ducks, I mean, it's going to be a pretty interesting division race. The Central Division, the Blues, the Avalanche, and the Predators.
Stars too.
Yeah,
Stars made the playoffs.
Yeah, the Jets have been dumping the bed, and then
ain't nothing coming from the Hawks or the Wild.
I don't think so, but the Stars are definitely going to be competitive.
The Preds might not make it, honestly. I forgot they lost
Subban.
Homeboy.
Yeah, that's racist, bro.
You serious?
No, joking. The Metropolitan Division.
Where'd he go? He went to the Devils?
Yeah, the Devils. I don't think the Hurricanes take some insane division lead. I do think the Capitals and the Rangers will be pretty competitive, and then the Penguins are always in it too. So that'll be an interesting.
Columbus too usually makes a late run.
I mean, I want to see the Devils actually start winning some games, so even them too, because they actually have a solid roster this season. They have a couple good lines that can beat. I wouldn't say beat,
more
but
than just a couple more.
No, you're
lines.
right for sure. That's why it's going to be interesting. The Atlantic Division, I mean, I don't see how the Bruins and Lightning aren't the top two. Maple Leafs, maybe. And then, I mean, it's kind of whoever else at that point. The Atlantic Division seems to be the weakest division for sure. So,
well,
it kind of has to be if the Bruins are going to come out on top every year.
Oh.
Yeah. Man.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Keep it up, Seattle.
Yeah. Let's see.
It's the last time y'all won something.
For the Seahawks? For what? Oh, you're talking about the Mariners.
The Legion of Boom. So let's see. The Patriots have won 3 times since then. The Red Sox have won. Oh, yeah, I got it.
Yeah, well, this guy.
Boston sports are the best.
This guy.
All I gotta say.
I mean, is there much else to talk about for this time around?
That's pretty much it. We definitely threw this episode at you very
unprepared,
unorganized.
Yeah, for sure.
I just recently started a second job that is very early in the morning, so we have not had a lot of time even to just
do much,
hang out. So the episodes might be a little more sporadic, but hopefully with all the seasons kicking into high gear here soon, we can at least provide you good
a little bit of content, yeah.
At least good content.
We'll do some more stuff on the MLB playoffs once it gets a little bit deeper.
Maybe try and be a little more active on our Instagram and other stuff. Because I know I've been really bad about that. And really try and pump out some good content versus just content.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially if it's going to be more sporadic. I feel like we'd rather take the time and the effort to put out something good than just putting
content,
it out,
Yeah, for sure. But I think I should be wrapping it up.
I think that's it.
So, into episode 11, have another one coming soon.
Cut.